National Association of Black Journalists. And he's there, and the lady starts off with this question. And if you haven't already seen this, I'll let you react to it. Go for it, Rob.
Watch him reaction.
I want to start by addressing the elephant in the room, sir. A lot of people did not think it was appropriate for you to be here today. You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabbit to describe black district attorneys. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, now that you are asking black supporters to vote for you, why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question so in such a horrible manner, a first question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? No. Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network.
Good, he's back.
And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country. I've done so much for the black population of this country, including employment, including opportunity zones with Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina.
Okay.
He's back.
That's where it ended?
Rob, is there another clip you got?
Yeah.
Do you have the water bottle clip? Anyways, play a different clip if you got them. We'll get to the water bottle clip.
I love it.
This one is also one that has been all over Twitter. This is where Trump talks about Kamala Harris and her ethnicity.
That's right. Go for it.
Some of your own supporters, including Republicans on Capitol Hill, have labeled Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket, as a DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you? And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define it?
Diversity, equity, inclusion?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is that what your definition?
That is
give me a
literally
definition
the words
then. Would you give me a definition
DEI.
of that? Give me a definition of
Sir,
that.
I'm asking you a question,
No,
a
you
very
have to
direct
define
question.
it. Define it for me, if you would.
I just defined it, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say, no, I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always
But you know
identified
what?
as a black woman.
I
She went to a
respect
historically
either
black
one.
college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn, and she became a black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do you believe
I think somebody should look into that too when you ask continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
It's a direct question, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is a DEI hire, as some Republicans
I really don't
have
know.
said?
I mean, I really don't know. Could be.
All right, I got so much to say on this.
But
man.
but do you guys realize
Bring out the
that
water
he
bottle.
is back? And you talked about it on Jesse Waters. This guy's been chill. He's been whatever. But like, they tried to kill him, and he still stayed calm. Now this is the old Donald Trump. He was cool, collected, and did you see how bitter and angry and like she was drooling for this moment to just try to get him? But you can't play with the ultimate troll. What are you gonna say, Rob?
Well, and to the point, the journalist says that Kamala Harris has always identified herself as a black woman. But here's a clip. I'll just play it.
Yeah,
This is the press.
Tom, rewind, please.
Right.
Go back a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're gonna cook today is an Indian recipe.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you are Indian.
Yes.
Okay, and I don't know that everybody knows that, but I find that wherever I go and I see Indian people at the supermarket, on the street, everyone's like, you know Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like the thing we're so excited about to have you running for president.
Yeah.
So we're both Indian,
Yes.
but actually we're both South Indian.
Yes. You look like the entire one half of my family.
Okay, thank you.
You do.
I've been telling people
You
we're
do.
related already,
Yeah.
so this is perfect. It's basically true. And so, were you raised eating South Indian food?
South Indian food.
Isn't that weird though? Isn't it weird that she's been Indian this whole time, but now because she knows that the black vote's so important, they have to bring Megan Thee Stallion on a stage to twerk in Atlanta in front of thousands of people. And the moment Kamala started talking, people started leaving.
Yeah, and this is, I'm sorry I interrupted the first 2 seconds of that clip. But the point simply is, the media is testifying and gaslighting for Harris. Trump has to beat Harris and the entire media. It's the Hillary election all over again, and this is what he's up against.
The biggest difference is it's not just a white woman; it is now a woman of color. So, Pat, she said it right there. She's half Indian, half black,
Jamaican. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. Just like Pat is half Assyrian, half Armenian, but he's born in Iran. It's a complicated mix.
Yeah.
You're 100% Assyrian, but your family's from where?
Iran.
So you're Persian. Tom's white, but his family's from Canada apparently, but he's American. We're all a mix of something. Okay, so
nationalist.
But so here's my question to Trump, and it's basically the same conversation we have. That conversation right there, respect to Trump, straight up. He's going to play away games. He's on the road in a hostile environment. We just talked about this. Here's my question. Is that conversation right there, think about it, who's that converting? Did he convert anybody? Did he bring more people to his side? If the answer is yes, then keep doing that, bro. If the answer is no, I would ask you to maybe rethink your approach, because I'm such in a great place on Trump right now, where, me personally, where I wasn't in the Trump camp, obviously, but I've seen this slow progression of what's happened in the Democratic Party, and it literally disgusts me. Because they're trying to paint Trump right now as the playing the identity politics. You're playing the color game. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen of the Democratic Party, you are the kings and queens, yes, queen of identity politics. So don't play that game like, you're Megan Thee Stallion or the homegirl, the Indian girl right there, the actress that was on The Office. You're the kings and queens of identity politics. So he's playing your game. And by the way, Trump did say all those things. That's fine.
Yeah.
I did say those things. But you have to give him respect for going to play away games, just like how you gave advice to Trump the other day. My only piece of advice is, are you converting people or are you basically pushing people away? That's what he needs to think
And
about.
last point, Pat, just being Jamaican. Mike sent this to me because Mike's Jamaican. Jamaican isn't African American. I hope people all understand that.
Everyone knows that because they're Jamaican.
No,
they're
not everybody.
American.
They have two different histories. So her playing this whole black card, it's not.
Vinny,
she's I know
a white Jewish guy and a Syrian guy having this conversation is a little ironic.
It's funny.
But the Jamaicans, whether you want to, they're black.
Yeah, of course. But
Okay,
they're not African American. But they're not African American.
Correct.
Okay.
But she's saying black.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
Yeah, right there. It says someone who was born in Jamaica and lives in U.S. might identify as black, but not African American.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they're not from Africa.
By the way,
they're from
this
the
whole
Caribbean.
thing, we announced the different speakers that'll be at the Vol Conference. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, which you already know. Nick Saban, greatest college football coach of all time. If you say no, it's because you probably don't like the guy, but the guy's won, I think, 7 national championships. This will be one of the first business conferences he's doing since he retired. Max Tegmark, who wrote a book called Life 3.0. Some claim it's the best book of all time on AI. Even Elon Musk is a big fan of his. And then Will Guidara, who founded the #1 restaurant in the world. Vault Conference. We have CEO tickets sold out, founder tickets sold out, executive tickets sold out. Platinum's about to sell out. Only generals are going to be left. And then the Menect. Those of you guys that are competing for Menect, I cannot wait for you to come to the Menect dinner, the Menect lounge. There's going to be a room where you'll be networking with other people, CEOs. Here's what the categories look like right now with lightweight. Bryce Mitchell's at the top, then Caleb, then Jose competing. Rob, can you just go to the site so we can see some of the other names? Just go to Menect and then go to the leaders board, and we can show that. Zoom in a little bit if you could. So the way it works, the scoring system, per Menect you finish. Go to the top, Rob, a little bit. Not that high. Go a little low, Rob. Go a little low right in the middle right there. For each completed Menect is 1 point. Each review is 2 points. Each unique review is 3 points that you get. So based on that scoring system, you can go a little lower. Here's what you'll notice. Bryce Mitchell at the top, then Caleb, Jose. These are people that have never been an expert on Menect, that never had done a Menect, that just started. Adam Hudson, Brianne Dressen, Stephen Hamal, all these guys. You're in the top 10. Go to the next one, middleweight. These are people that had done Menect before. Matten's first place right now. Big Lee, 211. Then it's Samuel Riley, Drew Miller, Cecilia Vargas is on there. And CEO Rollo Tomasi. Okay, he's at sixth place.
Rollo.
Now go to the next one.
Welcome back,
Heavyweight.
Rollo.
We got Dennis Panev, first place. Then it's Candace. Then it's Calvin Ing. Dustin's right behind Calvin. Rob Gargullo. Oh, Rob G,
Rob
buddy
G.
boy. Wayne Wyant, Michael Mara, Sapala, Kelly Davis. Super heavyweight, Vinny, dominating everybody. And then let's go to the next one. These are users asking questions. Matt's at the top, but only a 10-point lead. And I think he's coming from Australia to the vault. Russell Morgan. Mark. And then Russell Morgan, Rachel Ronald. You know who you are. And then go to the next one. These are people that have never used Minnect. Now they're asking questions. Shaw, Rachel Cox, Matthew, user 0, Chris. So these are folks that are using Minnect. Gang, in a political climate like this, you guys are asking a lot of questions about politics. Download the app. Ask Candace. She responds like this. Ask Tulsi. They're actually responding. Ask Cuomo. They're actually responding. What do you think about XYZ? Some of the biggest communications right now are being done on Minnect. Go back to that profile you had, Rob, of all those guys. Questions for me, for Tom, for Vinny, for Adam. Use our QR code. Ask us whatever questions you got today.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.